Hi, I'm Cynthia Kahn, founder of Amused Now, and I'm here today with Nashville country recording artist Cole Washburn. Hey, Cole,
Hey, Cynthia. Good to see you.
good to see you too. I hear it's cold in Nashville.
It's really cold here right now. Very, very cold. It's like 5 degrees here.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's freezing here right now. And my heat went out last night, so I woke up like a popsicle, pretty much.
Well, you don't look like a popsicle,
Oh,
and I and I just want to congratulate you on the success of your strategy to release a song every month starting in April of last year through the release of your debut EP, Traveler's Moon. Tell us
thank
about
you.
that campaign.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I built the studio with my producer back in January of last year, um, called Gravity Nashville. And we worked really hard on getting that started and then writing the songs. I've been doing that for a couple years, the songs that are on this record. And the process is great. It's a one day at a time kind of thing, but over time you get the songs that you really like and you start to get an idea of the concept of the album. And Traveler's Moon was just something that kind of came to my heart as far as we all have the moon watching over us, as we travel, as we go about our days and our nights. And so we wrote that song, and I had some great artists write and perform on the record, just great artists. So I was really fortunate.
So, did you not release all the songs that you recorded because you got feedback that wasn't positive, or did you only do the six songs and release them one at a time and then release them all together?
Well, I kind of did the first six um, closer together, kind of in the spring. And then I actually did record two more songs that are on the EP. One is called Who I Was, and that was the seventh song I released. And then I released a song called Timberline that I had actually written a couple of years ago. And got some good response on that. So I'm kind of hitting the studio again here this year, and we're going to keep on doing as many songs as we can.
So you're going to follow the same strategy?
Yeah, I think that I'm gonna try to stick to like a song a month because I can put a lot of time and effort into it. It's also not overwhelming to try to get a whole record done because when I do that, I kind of have to disappear. I'm also cutting a television show right now, and so I'm pretty busy, so I can't really disappear right now and finish a record.
Do you want to tell us about the TV show or?
Yeah, it's called American Treasure, and I travel around the United States visiting places that I think are cool, that are treasures of our nation. And we do some interviews. We It's a little bit of adventure, a little bit of history, a little bit of science sometimes, but kind of a look at cool stuff. I also am going to be doing some kind of treasure seeking stuff on there, but I'll kind of keep that hush hush for now. But it's a cool show. It's going to be fun.
Well, congratulations on that.
Okay.
Well, back to the music.
Yeah.
I listened to I listened to all the songs on your EP, and my personal fave is Beautiful to Me because it's a
Okay.
lovely song, and and I wish that someone would sing that to me. So who are you singing it to?
Oh, I am singing it to kind of an imaginary girl. So I think that I wrote that with a friend of mine. She actually kind of came up with the concept of it. She had a different melody, things like that, and she sent it to me. I rewrote the melody and kind of changed some of the lyrics, and that's what we came up with. That was about 2 years ago, and I'm really happy with that song. I it's a cool song. I had a producer here in Nashville try to do like a pop thing with it. And that really wasn't the right direction for it. So I'm happy with how it came out.
And I'm happy too.
Oh, good.
You collaborate with other artists, so tell us, what do you look for?
Well, my songs are kind of story songs. So if I'm writing with somebody, try to find somebody that understands not only song structure and melody, but also telling a good story, which there are a lot of great writers here in Nashville. So it's not hard to find, but I've had some fortunate experiences.
You've
Yeah.
been described as the Bruce Springsteen of country rock, and I definitely hear that influence in Head Above the Water. I also think about Willie Nelson when I hear the title track Traveler's Moon. How would you describe your music?
Um, those are pretty cool people to be associated with. I don't have a problem with that at all. I really don't think about a certain artist or sound when I'm writing my music. It's just kind of what comes to me. I honestly don't really listen to the radio that much. I do have some records that I really like. I do love Bruce Springsteen. I'm a big John Mayer fan. Um, I'm a big Alison Krauss fan. I listen to her a lot. Um, so I've got a few artists that I listen to quite a bit, but I try to keep it me. And I think if I was trying to describe it to somebody, I would say, it's Americana music, which to me is kind of a little bit of everything, from pop to country to blues and a little bit of rock, maybe a little bit of rock in there, but I just like to write good songs, and find good musicians to play on them, which I had Kyle Everson play a lot of instruments on this record, from lap steel to pedal steel, dobro, mandolin. Um, Kinsey Wetz, who played violin on the record and is featured on the show Nashville. She's a great person and a great artist. Phil Madera, who's played on Emmylou Harris's stuff and Amy Grant's stuff. He's a great musician here in town. So if you have good songs and great musicians, I think you can do things.
I know you can. You've been nominated for multiple awards for the Traveler's Moon EP. You're a wonderful songwriter and musician. What is your music background and training?
Um, well, my mom gave me a guitar when I was 12. She taught me about three chords, and I also started taking piano lessons around that same time. So I'm actually a piano player. That's my primary instrument. I don't get to play it out a lot because it's really heavy. So I just take my guitar everywhere. But if I have a chance to play piano on, like, oh, let's say some big stage somewhere that somebody wants to do a show, I'm going to play the piano. But I love playing guitar. I've been playing guitar for quite a while. I started writing songs when I was 7 years old on the piano. And I think the first song was about my sister. It was called Crybaby. So that's kind of how I got my start. My parents are both from Kentucky, so I grew up with that kind of country southern influence. Um, but I love classic rock as well. So that's some of my musical background.
We met a little bit on social media. Tell me, how do you use it to connect with fans and get the word out about your music?
Well, Twitter has really been my best friend with this project. I used to be more of a Facebook guy with other things I was working on, but Twitter's a really great way to connect with fans, get out information quickly. Of course, I have a website, which is colewashburn.com, but I really find that my ability to interact with fans, have conversations, has been mostly on Twitter.
I'm partial to Twitter myself. I think I say that every time someone answers that question and tells me they like Twitter too.
Yeah, it works good.
Since Amuse Now is about artists helping artists, what advice do you have for other indie artists who are just starting out and trying to make a name for themselves?
Well, I think, like I said earlier, starting off with the songs. Songs are king in this business, so you have to have good content, and that just takes time. It takes practice. Um, take some classes. Join. We have the NSAI, which is Nashville Songwriters Association. We've got some other organizations you can join and learn how to write. There's meetup groups that have co-writing days that you can get together with people and write. Try to co-write if you can. So again, going back to the song is king. Get those songs you know, and then start to play out. Start to play out and start to build your fan base. Social media is great. Um, and try to find a way to record your stuff and wait till you have enough money or the expertise to get it done right because you don't want people hearing a bunch of junk. You want your songs to be represented well. So it's good to take your time and just do an excellent job. And I think if you do an excellent job, that the cream rises to the top, right?
Think so. What's up next for Cole Washburn?
Well, we've got this television show that we're working on, and that's a lot of work, traveling and working all that stuff out. I'm working on more songs, and I'm going to be touring in the fall. Going to be doing a Traveler's Moon tour with some cool backup musicians. So I'll kind of leave it at that. There's going to be a cool band with me, so I'm excited about that. Just working away, Cynthia, working away.
Let me ask you, is the TV show that you're working on, is that for cable or is it a local show? Where can we see it or where can we look for it?
We do have a local cable channel that's going to service it in Nashville, but we also have potential to get it out nationally, and I don't have all the details on that yet. We're also looking at some major networks, so it's kind of a work in progress.
I wish you all the best with your TV show and with your new music. And if you get up to Portland, Oregon, or anywhere in the Pacific Northwest, I hope you look me up and let me know so I can see you live.
You'll be the first one to know.
Well, Cole, I had a fabulous time getting to know you tonight.
Likewise. Thanks a lot for having this.
Keep in touch, let me know how you're doing, and I wish you all good things.
All right, take care. Night.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Kahn, founder of Amused Now. This featured artist presentation has been brought to you by Amused Now Entertainment, a website that enables artists to profit from their creativity. To learn more about Amused Now, visit us at www.amusednow.com or email me at ccon@amusenow.com.